Ever notice how ads always pop up at the worst moments? When the killer's identity is about to be revealed. During that perfect meditation flow. On Amazon Music, we believe in keeping you in the moment. That's why we've got millions of ad-free podcast episodes, so you can stay completely immersed in every story, every reveal, every breath. Download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Welcome back to the Talk Podcast. Today we're diving into a topic that pops up in business conversations all the time, and that is the fear of sharing ideas. You know the one. If I share my ideas, someone else will steal them. I'll wait until it's perfect. What if someone runs with it faster than me? I hear this so often as the founder of Business, and a marketing strategist. And honestly, it's one of the biggest mindset blocks that holds people back from visibility, momentum, and the impact that they're meant to hold within their industry. So in this episode, I want to unpack why sharing your ideas matter far more than guarding them, and what actually changes when you start letting your ideas breathe in public.
Welcome to the Talk Podcast with ideas strategist Linda Reed-Enever. Talk is where we chat about ideas and inspiration you can use to market your business. Get ready for practical tips you can implement today with your host, Linda Reed-Enever.
This podcast episode has been fueled by a chat that I had with a business owner who had notebooks full of ideas, years worth of content, and none of them had actually seen the light of day. And this is not just a conversation I've had with this business owner, it's a conversation that I see regularly. They said to me, I'm scared someone will take them. But how about we flip that? How about we look at it another way? Because I'm going to ask you the question now, if you're this person scared someone's going to take your ideas, how will anyone know you're the one to call if they've never heard your ideas? And that's how we came to this episode. Ideas don't grow in silence, they grow when we share them. So let's talk about why sharing ideas matters. Ideas aren't finished when they're in our heads. They get sharper when you say them out loud. They get stronger when someone asks you a question. They get clearer when you explain them in simple terms. Keeping them locked away doesn't protect them. It actually keeps them from developing. An idea without action is just that. It's just an idea. So we need to develop it so that we can take action. Most people are not trying to steal your ideas. They're too busy trying to make their own ideas work. And even if someone did copy you, they can't replicate your way of thinking, your experience, or your delivery. Execution is everything, and that cannot be stolen. The idea might be done in a different way, but they cannot steal a way that you put it all together. Sharing creates opportunities. When people hear your ideas, they see your expertise. They trust you faster. They think of you when a project or a booking or a collaboration comes up. Your ideas are part of that marketing ecosystem that you have out there, and they put your thinking to work. So now we've delved into the why. How do you start sharing your ideas without feeling exposed or nervous? First of all, we're going to start small. We're going to pick one idea from that notebook, one idea from that whiteboard, and we're going to share it in a short post, a quick video, or a voice note with our audience. It doesn't need to be big and ready for launch. We just need movement. Let's ask them what they think about it. We're going to share the thinking, not the blueprint. We're going to talk about why this idea might work. We might talk about the shift that we hope it will create. And then we will talk about the impact that it's going to make. People will connect with the perspective, not the spreadsheet and the blueprint of it all. And then we also know if this idea is actually worthwhile taking to market. Repetition then works within our favor. The more we talk about an idea, the stronger it becomes, and the more clearly your audience associates that idea with you. Think of it like planting seeds in your marketing. One seed won't grow a forest, we know that, but consistent planting creates visibility, trust, and authority. So share those ideas, share those thoughts with your people, and then build it into your routine. If we don't give something a spot on our schedule, it just doesn't happen. And this is where structure supports the creativity. So make sure that we're building it into the routine, and try picking a day each week where you share one idea in some form. It could be short forms, it could be lives, it could be your thoughts and reflections on the week. Once you take action and start sharing your ideas, this is where the magic will happen. Your confidence will grow because talking through your ideas shows how much you really know. And quite often, we don't know how much we actually know. We forget it, becomes second nature to us. So we grow our confidence because people start going, oh, tell me more. Your visibility increases because people start recognizing your style and your thinking because you are sharing your ideas. And your marketing becomes easier because your ideas create natural pathways into the offers, services, and expertise. Just share your thoughts. And most importantly, your ideas will start working for you because they stop living in that dark spot of that notebook or the whiteboard and they start becoming part of the impact that you are trying to make. Ideas will never create momentum when they are hidden. They create momentum when they are shared, repeated, refined, and acted upon. So if you've been guarding your ideas, consider this your invitation to open up the notebook, let the moss and everything fly out, and choose one and let it out into the world, because that is where the true impact begins. Thank you for listening to another episode of Talk. If you've liked this episode, please share it. I'm Linda Reed-Enever. I help you create impact by teaching you what I do.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Talk with Linda Reed-Enever. Make sure you subscribe via your favorite podcast app so you don't miss the next great episode. You can find more ideas and inspiration at enevergroup.com.au.
Marketing is hard. But I'll tell you a little secret. It doesn't have to be. Let me point something out. You're listening to a podcast right now, and it's great. You love the host. You seek it out and download it. You listen to it while driving, working out, cooking, even going to the bathroom. Podcasts are a pretty close companion. And this is a podcast ad. Did I get your attention? You can reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a pre-produced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience in their favorite podcasts with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com, that's Libsyn, ads.com today.